Welcome to Unit 1.2, Data Entry Process of the module Introduction to Data Entry Services. In this unit, we will identify proper methods of obtaining sufficient information from the customer or client to understand the need and perform initial tasks and list the different types of data entry services. Before going into further details, let us take a look at the objectives of this unit. Unit Objectives. At the end of this unit, you will be able to explain ways to assist customers, identify ways to process service requests, discuss the methods to seek support, explain the steps to perform data entry. Assisting the customers. Assist the customers. A data entry operator needs to assist the customers and explain them all the details in a structured form to help the customers provide the correct details. Let us check how it is done. Data entry is done in prescribed formats in every organization. Data entry operators must be skilled in putting forward relevant questions to the customers to collect the correct information, as any error can lead to issues for the customers as well as the company. Data to be entered can be collected through calls with customers or customer documents as well. It should be ensured that the customer gets enough time to provide the additional information required, which is not readily available to the customer. For example, the customer may have to check documents to mention specific dates. Some tips and best practices to follow to assist the customers include: be available, make eye contact, and be cheerful. Be eager to help but not aggressive. Listen to them carefully. Be polite and respond quickly to all inquiries. Close the customer service interaction appropriately. Service requests. Do you know what are service requests and how prioritization of service requests plays an important role? Let's find out. Service requests. A service request is defined as a request from a user or a user's authorized representative that initiates a service action which has been agreed upon as a normal part of service delivery. Service requests are not used in response to a failure or degradation of service. Instead, these are handled as incidents. A service request in the IT area consists of a formal request made by the client or user to obtain one of the services offered by the department. Once the customer sends a service request, the IT department receives it in the form of ticket and proceeds to provide it. Prioritization of service requests. Significance. Prioritization in service delivery is important, and it is achieved by listening actively and asking relevant questions to identify customer needs, assessing the priority based on the needs, keeping the customer informed of the turnaround time, seeking additional information if required, keeping the customer informed of the process and the action taken. Prioritization of service requests. It is to be noted that resolution of requests also depends on the agreement with the client and the severity of the issue reported. Handling service requests. After prioritizing the service requests, it is also very important to know how to handle them. It is crucial to follow organizational guidelines to handle the service requests. The steps include recording, classifying, investigating, resolving, and closing the request. A few standard practices to follow to handle service requests are: follow first come, first serve policy. Determine the level of urgency. Understand the level of urgency from the customer's point of view. Create categories for types of requests. Create categories for types of customers. Ensure quick and prompt response. Keep the customer informed about receipt of the request and action being taken. Have a well-defined assignment or reassignment process. Create service level agreements, SLAs, and follow the timelines strictly. Seeking support. Seeking support. Once the requests are categorized, ascertain the possible solutions available to resolve the same. In case the request does not fit into the standard solution, immediately reach out to the seniors or the relevant support team. Any request that cannot be resolved should be transferred to the correct team who can solve it. Once the request is transferred to another team, you should communicate to the customer about the same and provide the reference and contact details to enable the customer to follow up or keep track of the request. Prioritizing service requests can be categorized into 3 types: low, medium, and high. Click each tab to learn more about the process of prioritizing customer requests on the basis of customer type, nature of requests, and their respective actions to be taken. Transcribing, entering, and verifying source data. Verify, transcribe, and enter source data. One of the important roles of a data entry operator is to transcribe, enter, and verify source data in prescribed formats or templates of the organization. But before going into further details, let's check different examples of data entry services. After verifying the source data, the next step to be performed by the data entry operator is to transcribe and enter the data into a computer and scan source documents in accordance with specific program instructions. Some of the input devices to enter data include keyboard, pointer devices, MICR, barcode reader, intelligent character reader, scanner, speech recognition input device. The different examples of data entry services include conversion of manual documents into digital forms, office documentation, cleaning of data, online data entry, email processing, updating database, scanning and updating. Click each tab to learn more. Next, we shall take a look at the different types of source documents. A source document is the original document that contains the details of information to be entered by the data entry operator. A data entry operator may receive source documents in various formats from different departments. The different examples of source documents include bank statements, payroll reports, invoices, leases and contracts, check registers, purchase orders, evidence of a sale or disposal of an asset, credit card statements, amortization schedules, sales tax returns. The data entry operator must verify the source document at all times. The purpose of source data verification is to ensure that the data collected are reliable and can be input into the computer and meets the accuracy and completeness requirements. The two methods of data verification are double entry and proofreading data. Double entry is the process of entering the data twice and comparing two copies, while proofreading is the process of someone checking the data against the original data. Check your understanding and activity. We have reached the end of this unit. Let's check how much you have learned. Answer these questions to check your understanding. Given below are the different priority categories of service requests and the nature of each type of request. Drag each of the nature of the request and drop them next to the corresponding category and click the Submit button. The data entry operator must reach out to the seniors or the relevant support team. The request does not fit into the standard solution. Select the correct answer and click the Submit button. Given below are the steps to handle service requests. Arrange the steps in the correct order and click the Submit button. You will find some report cards and an Excel sheet ahead. You need to fill Excel sheet according to the report cards. After filling all report cards in the Excel sheet, click on Submit button. If there are typing errors, it is highlighted in red color. Summary. In this unit, you have learned about a data entry operator explains to the customers all the details in a structured form to help them in providing the correct details. A service request is a request from a user or a user's authorized representative to initiate a service action that has been agreed upon as a normal part of service delivery. Prioritizing service requests can be categorized into three types: low, medium, and high. Data entry operator verifies the source data, transcribes it, and enters the data into a computer. A source document is an original document that contains the details of information to be entered by the data entry operator. Some examples of source documents are bank statements, payroll reports, invoices, leases and contracts, check registers, etc.